Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you to all of you for attending this exciting webinar today. My name is Petra Fizek. I'm the marketing coordinator of Trans-Europe. Before we start the presentations, I would like to introduce our company in a few sentences. There are only a few IT companies in the domestic software market that would carry out such a comprehensive activities as Trans-Europe, which offers modern solutions for companies, whether it's automation, creating portal, creative and marketing work, purchasing creative tools, and its graphic background. We provide nationwide coverage, have an extensive reseller network, and our end users include the largest advertising agencies, printers, web design studios, banks, universities, and public administrations. We can proudly say that 722 vendors and more than 6,000 customers have trusted us for over 30 years now. CoreDRAW is one of our most exciting vendors, as they are one of the most popular graphic software behind a 30-year-old Canadian company. It's innovative, easy to learn, and also fast at the same time. At today's webinar, you will hear about which variations of the new version are available, how licensing has changed, what commercial messages can be formulated in the context of the 2022 update, and we will also discuss the main advantages of the new version. At the end of the webinar, you will have the opportunity to ask your questions by typing it to the chat window. I would like to kindly ask everyone to mute your microphones during the webinar. Thank you. Now we can start the webinar. Let's welcome first Sylvia Tomalska, the Regional Sales Manager of CoreDRAW. Enjoy the webinar.
Okay, thank you very much, Petra, for the introduction, and hello, everyone. I just thank you very much for joining us in today's webinar. I hope that you can see my windows properly. Just a moment, I'll just only, okay. That's because at the beginning, I just, maybe we'll just introduce ourselves together. So let me also introduce Carolina. She's responsible also for the Eastern European market. And what we'll show you today, we want to provide you with some details on the, okay, yes, you can see. Okay, I just reading also the messaging if everything is working fine. So we'll provide you with some details in regards to the offer, as well as the partner portal and the deal registration. So let me start with some information regarding our recent offer. Just a moment, I'll maybe switch off the screen. Not sure if it's really necessary, and then we can focus on the presentation. We launched the product on the March 8th. And you may see that there are also some changes in terms of the offer we have right now. So we have the subscription as well as the enterprise version. Both of them are agnostic. It means that you don't see really the name of, you see the name of the product, but you don't see the number of the specific version. Reason for that is that the subscription is always the most recent version. So it's not so important for the customer which version it really is. It's actually in the past we also had the new version every 2 years or every year. Now it really changed with the subscription, because the subscription, we just provide customers with updates which are provided a little bit more often. So it's, let's say, on a quarterly basis or every few months. The enterprise version, it's actually a perpetual version with the maintenance component. The maintenance is included free of charge in the application itself, and after a year, the customer can renew it or stay with the version he has. So it will not, what I want to emphasize is it will not expire. So it's a great offer for customers who, for whatever reason, prefer to, to have the perpetual version. Customers who have the subscription or the valid maintenance, they will also get the new version or got it already. We are still, I think, in the process of providing the end users with the recent version. The creativity meets productivity. It's actually the, I'd say, headline for the recent version. Our focus was on the design part as well as the collaboration features. The design part is kind of obvious. Collaboration is something new, and it's really connected with the art we are now working or living as well. It's actually due to the COVID, more and more things are done online, and actually even our meeting is online. It's not a personal meeting. So that's the result of the recent changes. And this online collaboration is an important part. So we'll also show you. It will be part of our presentation today. CoreDRAW Graphics Suite is a set of different applications. So the well-known CoreDRAW, the vector illustration and page layout.
Sorry, Sylvia, but I think the slides are not switching. Oh, okay. Now it's good.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay, because I just see only one part of the window, so okay. But thank you for noticing that. Okay, so we have CoreDRAW and Corel Photo Paint, and then we have also the Corel Font Manager. It's a small application, but also really important because CoreDRAW, the users of CoreDRAW, they have access to 1,000 of Corel fonts, plus on top of that, they also get access to the Google fonts. So it's really thousands of fonts, which is, I would say, not, I think nobody would install them. So it's really important to be able to sort them, view, download or install. And this is exactly what the Font Manager is doing. Then we have the CoreDRAW app, the browser-based application. It differs from CoreDRAW. It will be also part of our presentation, so you will see it today. It's based on the graphic technology, so that's why also it's I would say slightly different, but nevertheless it's really a nice tool, for this collaboration part. We have also the Aftershot HDR, which is I would say more limited application to the full version, and the screen capture, which is, I would say, obvious. The only maybe notice is that capturing it regards only the it's only static. It does not. You cannot capture videos. Okay, who is it for? So the product really covers a few different industries. So we start with the branding and marketing because it's, I would say, the most important and obvious one. Users of CoreDRAW Graphics Suite can create such materials, logos, billboards, pop-ups, or even car wraps. And also, this is the part you will see in the, I would say, practical or hands-on presentation done by Attila. The signage and large format printing, it's also an important part of our business. Some users really appreciate the fact that they can work directly with cutting plotters, so that's also an important industry for us. We have also the apparel and textile industry. So I was really looking on our website, on some, I would say, use cases. I found the case study of a Swedish company, Lindex. The CoreDRAW is used here in, I would say, various different ways. It can be used for the, for the project of the fashion itself. It can be also used to prepare a project of the store. However, it's also used for the embroidery industry because it works well with the Wilcom Embroidery Studio. And the last is really, I would say, from the fine art to the engineering, so really like on two opposite parts. The engineering, manufacturing, construction, this is really the part where the CoreDRAW technical suite is, I would say, is the king. That's the product where you can create the technical documentation. So it's really focused on this part of the business. So what's new in the application? As I mentioned, first of all, you may notice that we are now more and more focused on the subscription. However, as I mentioned, we also provide user with a choice between a subscription and the perpetual, which is the enterprise. The customer still can also buy the CoreDRAW Graphics Suite 2021. So actually we offer a variety of different, I would say, options for the customer to purchase. The optimized learning experience, it's actually, you can find in CoreDRAW Graphics Suite various materials in terms of starting or working with the product. However, in this recent update, users can predefine their requirements. They can also specify areas of interest as well as the level of knowledge. And that should really help to get the materials the users want and expect. Then we have the non-destructive photo editing as a part of Corel Photo Paint with improved adjustment docker and much better and quicker photo editing, plus some features which really helps customers to work on multi-page documents. This has really improved the view of the documents, plus an option, to move specific parts of the document between different pages, and much easier export. You can just export with one click different objects from the document. As I mentioned, the current version is a hybrid version, so the customer will get one serial number, but the product can be installed on Windows or Mac. With Windows, just to notice, this is Windows 11 and Windows 10, 64-bit, and with macOS is macOS Monterey, Big Sur, and Catalina. In terms of, I already mentioned that we still provide customers with, I would say, choice, and that we still have different options for the customer to buy the product. So of course we have the, I would say, most recent version, agnostic version. We have also CoreDRAW Technical Suite. We have CoreDRAW Graphics Suite 2021. It's available as the ESD product, so it still can be ordered. However, keep in mind you cannot add any maintenance component to it. So the customer will get a perpetual version, but we stay with the version as it is. Plus we have the essentials, which is addressed to users, who want to start with the product. So I would say like a basic version. And I also would like to announce only some promotions. We will have some promotions in April for both the perpetual version as well as subscription. So I'm sure that TransEurope will provide you with much more details. So just stay tuned, more details will follow. And now we are going to this to the creative part of our presentation. Attila prepared and will show you how the product really works. But before that, we'll also start and show you the collaboration part and show you how you can collaborate in the product. So let me just give the screen now to Attila and stop my screen sharing.
Okay, thank you, Sylvia. I can share my work with the collaborators, but first I need to share my screen. Let me just check my control monitor. Okay. So I have a logo file, and this is only a standalone logo because my project was too big to share in this demonstration. So I open my file and it's in the cloud. So I open the file from the cloud, from file, open from cloud. and I wait because it's a 1 megabyte big file. I click to open, and then I click to the Comments tab in the right side of the screen here. If you want to collaborate, you need this tab. If you want to open this tab, you can navigate to Window menu, Workspace, Dockers, and here you must choose the Comments here. And I'm logged in now, so I'm myself, so I can continue. And here in the top of the screen, there is a Save and Share menu. If I like to share my logo with my customers or friends or with Sylvia, I need to select this menu and invite my partner to access my file. This is the same like any cloud-based solution like Google Drive or anything else. You can choose between public and private sharing. If you want to use a link to distribute the file, you can do this. You can use this link, and you can do this with 4 privileges, or if you like to distribute the file only with one partner, you can do this in this section, in private sharing section, and here can add the email address of my collaborators. Today I will use the link sharing, and my partner will be Sylvia, so I give she a reviewer rank, and I send this link via the public chat. So after the presentation, everyone can try this method with this link. Okay, here's in the chat. And if I close this window, the link will be active again. Now she can open this file in his CoreDRAW app. So Sylvia, please share your screen again and check my file.
Okay, just a moment. Okay. Can you see this now? I hope yes.
Yes, I see.
Okay, so I'll just, maybe I'll just add, okay. I can just add some comments here. Or also in this form.
This comments appears live in my screen.
Okay, so you can see that also from my, that, you know, using the link, I got it, and now I can just add my comments and just mark what I would like to change. Okay, Attila, I will stop the sharing my screen now, okay?
Okay, thank you. And I'm here again. So here are the comments. So first I answer his request. It's nice, yes. And then I change everything, what she like. So I change the color to purple, and I click on finish, and then I save my document again. And after a few minutes, after this saving process, Sylvia get notifications about my changes. I hope. Okay, Sylvia, it's your turn.
I see that this file is updating, but it's still in the process. So maybe we could just wait a moment until the whole change will be implemented. Okay. And I can just share this part. Okay. And now I hope you can see that the color of the logo changed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that was the collaboration.
Okay, so I'll stop this screen sharing and now it's over to you, Attila.
Okay.
Okay, so if you stop sharing the screen, so now we can go over to Karolina's presentation. She will show you the partner program and the partner portal.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. Okay. Please confirm if you see my screen.
I can see it.
Okay. So today I want to talk a little about Partner Portal and the registration on it. It will be just a brief introduction to this portal, and I will show you how to properly register a deal and what can be considered as a deal registration. Let's start with Partner Portal content. We can find here all of our brands. It's CoreDRAW, Parallels, Mind Manager, and WinZip. And for every brand, we have these three fields: deals and leads, marketing resources, and sales resources. Marketing resources like social media banners, some content for your Facebook, and so on. Sales resources like box shots, data sheets, some matrix with product, etc. Today we will focus on deals, but I encourage you to set up our partner portal and look for these two. And what can be registered? What order can be registered? The requirement of a deal registration is to register an order with minimum value of €2,500 in ECP price. So not in the sales price, but our suggested retail price. Minimum number of seats have to be five or more. Lead have to be gained through partner activities, not provided by CoreDRAW, but from your own activity. And exclusion are renewals. Renewal cannot be registered. And your profit will be 10% cashback from ECP price. So if the order is €2,500, your cashback will be €2,500. So I think that's a really nice opportunity for you. And if you want to join our partner program, please contact us. Our email addresses will be on the last slide of this presentation. Feel free to screenshot it or write it down. And now I want to show you how to register the deal in this short video. Please confirm if the video is going okay? Is the mouse moving?
Yes, I
Yes.
think, yeah.
Okay. So that's the main page of our partner portal. And as I mentioned on the previous slides, here are our brands: Corel, Parallels, Mind Manager, and WinZip. Today we are going with Corel. And here are our products. CoreDRAW Standard, which is obsolete right now. CoreDRAW Graphic Suite, Essential, Technical Suite, Corel CAD, Painter, PaintShop Pro, Video Studio, and so on. Now let's move forward with Graphic Suite. And now you can see 3 fields that I mentioned earlier. Marketing and sales resources. And let's go with deals and leads. Now we are redirected to the main page of deal registration. Here you can find some info about the program, new registrations, registrations that you already made, renewals, and some analytics. In this bar up here, you can find the same fields. Let's go with new registration. And now you have to put opportunity name. I prefer to put company name, number of seats, and product. And it's always better to be consistent with making the name because it will be easier to find it after saving. Opportunity description. Customer is going to purchase 12 seats of CoreDRAW Graphic Suite Enterprise. Tender has been announced. We placed our offer. It's just an example, but you need to briefly describe the deal, the order. Okay, let's go to the next field. Sales representative. Here you need to choose me or Sylvia. Submitter will be you. Now it's me, of course. And customer company. It's a small chance that the company will be on the list, so let's go and add a new company. Like I write in the first step, MB project. Now you can choose the industry of the company. There are many industries, so I believe that everyone can find his industry, website. And address. All the data in these fields are just my imagination. Country. Some state, city, and zip code. Just the basic info about the company. And as you can see, it's here. And end user, company, customer, person who contacted you to purchase the software. Let's say it's Andrew Hill. He is a manager. Company email. Please make sure that the company email is correct without any misspellings. And business phone. Make sure that you put the area code because we are an international corporation, so it's always good to know the area code. Okay, so let's go next. The registration CoreDRAW, save and continue. And we are now redirected to the other form. And now we have to choose opportunity region. Our region is named EMEA. It means Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Opportunity type net new, as I mentioned earlier, renewals or exclusion. Here's our description, product CoreDRAW, CoreDRAW graphic suite, estimated number of licenses, like in description 12, and estimated opportunity amount. It's really important to remember that in this field we need to convert our price to USD, because our threshold is in euro, because we are now in Europe, but the company CoreDRAW is based in Canada. So we have to put the price in USD in this field. So let's say it's 6,000. Estimated close days. It's always good to treat it with reserve, so 2 months from now will be good. Customer needs some time to purchase the product. Preferred distributor. That's easy. Trans-Europe in here. Status. Here you can find qualifying, business justification, negotiation, committed. It depends on you. So let's say I'm on a negotiation stage right now. And you can submit or save as a draft. I prefer to save every registration as a draft, because you can see the converted price. You can see that it's USD here, and it's always better to double check the data provided. And we can see it's just a draft. Now let's go into this 3 dots again. Push edit complete. All the data is here, nothing missed. And now let's submit the deal. Okay, it's loading. Circles are going round and round and round. And it's submitted. You can see the deal ID. And now there's nothing more for you to wait for approval. We can go back to main page. Go to registrations. And here you can find some categories where you can find other registrations, like approved, drafts pending for approval. There are our registration in here. Returned, submitted in last 7 to 365 days, denied, expiring, won, and lost. Up here, okay, here's some analytics also, and up here you can search your deals by ID, opportunity name, or customer name. And that's really good if you make names consistent, because you can easily find your registration here now. Let's go to the pending for approval. And here's our registration. And thank you very much. That was all from this video. Here you can find our address, our email addresses, mine and Sylvia. Oops. You can take a screenshot or write it down. we will be very happy to set account for you. Sylvia, do you have something to add?
No, I think it was very, I would say, nothing to add. But my question, I don't see in the chat any questions at the moment. So if you have any questions to ask, it's an opportunity to add it in the chat window, because maybe you have some questions or comments. Here is the question on how many devices are the customers allowed to use a CoreDRAW license. It's actually, I would say, we'll come back to you on questions which regard the usage of the product. The reason for that is that we recently changed the end user license agreement. It actually regards both the product itself as well as the license for business users. And we are clarifying some of the points which are in the license. So I will come back to you on all the questions which regard, I would say, those legal stuff. In regards to the presentations, I'm not sure if this one was recorded, but nevertheless, it's no problem. We can just provide you with the presentation itself. I mean the slides. So if you wish that, of course, we can provide you with all the information.
The new CoreDRAW graphic suite is a hybrid product, so you can use it on Mac and on Windows.
To add also, we have also just Aftershot can be also installed on Windows, Mac, and Corel Painter.
How long would it take to approve the registration? Let's say one day. It comes to us, yeah. So if we see it, we can approve or deny it in the moment. Yeah. Let's say it's 24 hours to approve or deny the registration.
So in general, it's really very quick. The only thing is that we may have some additional questions, but if the deals come from you, it's usually not an issue. The only problem can be if we got already the deal. I mean, if the customer contacted us, then it's of course another story.
I want also to mention that if you want to run some products on your Mac and product is only for Windows, you can always use Parallels to run Windows on Mac. I'm using it in daily basics on my computer.
We also got the question, when will you pay the deal registration monthly? No, it's not. It does not go automatically to the reseller, because only the reseller can register the deal. I enter it into the system, and then the reseller has to provide us with an invoice, and based on the invoice, the payment goes out. So that's the process for the deal registrations. And I just want to notice, because Edgar also clarified this, what I said, that the webinar is recorded, so we'll get the recordings.
Okay, thank you very much, Sylvia, Carolina, and Attila, for the great presentations, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. In case of any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Have a nice day, everyone, and see you soon again.
Hi, my name is Attila and I will show you the latest feature changes and new features of CoreDRAW. Because of the previous year COVID situation and the new subscription-based membership system of Corel, I choose the most important functions of the latest two CoreDRAW Graphics Suite 2021 and 2022. This one is a subscriber update with a fewer changes. But first, what can the customer do if he wants to use his new subscription-based membership? I show you. First, yes, this is a common question. The subscriptions also have a serial number. After the ordering process, your customer got a new email from Corel. This email contains all the necessary information to use the software. Second, you will still need an account. You can create this account at the first start of the software, or you can create direct in the website of Corel. Same result. If you like to activate your software, you need to fill the serial number field and you need to log in with your account. After this two-step, the activation will happen automatically. If you log in your account, you find your subscriptions on your product status and subscription menu here instead of the old registered products menu. But if you like, you can register your product with your serial number. Today I want to introduce you a hidden gem of the wonders of Budapest, the Castle Hill dungeon. Short version: inside the Castle Hill, in the heart of Budapest, is like a cheese. If you are curious enough, you can find several old caves and dungeons down there. The name of this thing is Labyrinth, and it's open to the public. Here is your guide today, along that hussar named János. He's a vector art, and he will talk with you in almost every part of this presentation. My first lesson for today is to draw a pseudo three-dimensional landscape. The name of this function is Draw in Perspective and it's arrived in 2021. Here is my skeleton. No, he's a homeless person, but not too long, because I will draw an underground room for him. Click on Object, Perspective, Draw in Perspective. Here I can choose 4 types of perspectives. Now I will use a single one-point perspective for the simplicity, but if I need, I can choose 2-point perspective for planning isometric views and 2 other types, worms and bird's view. The first one, the worm's view, is okay for seeing up to a tower from the floor, and the bird's view is the opposite of this. It is useful for drawing if somebody is looking down from a tower. Okay, let's choose 1-point perspective. A new girl appears here on my screen with a long thick line. This is my horizon. If I want to, I can move it and down. I'm already prepared with some graphical elements like walls and floors, so I'm starting to draw a new sketch for help positioning. Here in the upper side of the window, I can choose the type of my drawing: normal type, top and side view. For the end of the room, I use the normal view. I just draw a rectangle here and I make it black. This is the end of my tunnel. And now, if I switch to top view, I can draw my floor and my ceiling. And in the end, I draw the walls. I change to side view and I draw 2 more rectangles. And if something is wrong, I can change my object as a normal 2-dimensional object. Okay. This is only a short demonstration, so I drew the walls and the floors in advance. I select my pre-prepared walls and I click on it with a right click of my mouse and I choose Move to Plane. I can take all my walls and floors to the correct place, but it takes some time. And in the end, the ceiling, I move it to the top plane and I take it to the correct position and I'm ready. And in the end, I can convert my perspective to a normal group with a break perspective group apart menu. If I'm ready, I'm just cut the unnecessary parts of my masterpiece. I use this big red rectangle for that. The last step is moving my skeleton to forward. It's just 2 clicks. Okay. And now I open my postcard template. This template is cropped to 3 parts and all parts are separated with these gray columns. Anyway, I placed 2 photos here. These photos will be masked with the blue and purple part of my template. This is simple. I'm just clicking on my photo and I choose Power Clips Inside option. The third column will be my drawing. It's different, so I placed it here. Due to easier handling, I convert this drawing to bitmap with bitmap menu, convert to bitmap option, and it's okay. And now come the magic. Click on the right click and choose Edit Bitmap option. This action opens Corel Photo Editing Solution, Corel Photo Paint as a part of Corel Graphic Suite and also as an alternative for Adobe Photoshop. I like to make more professional view to this drawing, so first I choose some filter. This is my personal opinion, but all of Corel's filters has much better quality than the filters of other photo editing solutions, even Photoshop. I choose Color Transform and Psychedelic. This is a filter, and then I choose the Enhanced Color Replacement tool in the Adjust menu, Replace Color. But wait, this is the old way. The new way, my Enhanced Adjustment window. I can add directly this function to my window configuration here in the bottom with this green add icon. And here is a surprise, because this is a non-destructive replacement tool with many possibilities. Now I changed all the blue bricks to brown and I decreased the saturation of the image, and now I save my picture, and wow, all my changes has applied on my original image on the fly. So now I'm just create my last mask and I choose another photo to test this fantastic new feature of Corel Photo Paint. Right click, edit bitmap, and here is my photo. The adjustment docker is not a new thing in Photo Paint, but this new non-destructive version of the docker is a brand new variation. If I made changes on my image, I choose the simple way, so I check the presets and I select some exciting, mysterious, predefined setting. For example, this high contrast will be good. So I select that and I make some fine random changes. For example, I correct the colors to red with increasing intensity and decreasing the temperature. I got this scary image like a secret Mars base, and in the end I have 2 choices. If I'm satisfied with this result, I can flatten the image, but if I like to start the whole process again, I can choose this button, Reset All. Now I choose the third option, then I save this image, and okay, I drop this text bubble in the middle of my postcard and I step to the next new feature. Okay, the next step is my catalog. Different file but same project, and I like to show one of the most important changes of this version. Check this text. This is a special font. The name is Apraya Libre. not the usual type. Why? The answer is here in the Corel Font Manager, more precisely in its online section here. Google Fonts is integrated to the Font Manager from 2022. This means more than 1,000 new fonts for all Corel customers to use. What a great deal! And this is not all. Here is my new Pages Docker. It was released in 2021 version and enhanced by the new 2022 subscribers update. This is a different side of Corel, a less known side, but you all must know that CoreDRAW graphics suite is also a layout design software like Quark or InDesign, and you can use it for creative flyers creating or creating catalogs. And this Pages Docker is the main control panel of this side of Corel. You can choose two different layouts for previewing your page. The first is this, the single page view, where your page is sorted by the page numbering, and you can change this view here in the Pages Docker or here in the bottom of the page. But here is a new view, the multi-page view, where I can show all my pages inside only in one document. What you see in my screen, this is the so-called phased layout. All even and odd pages are paired, and I can handle these pages as only one. If I like to break this layout, I need to reconfigure in Layout menu, Layout, Document Options and Layout, and here I must deactivate this layout. I can easily change the order of my pages with drag and drop, or adding new pages inside my existing pages without any issue. And this is the greatest thing in this update, I can resize every page only with one move. I select the page in the Pages Docker and I grab this reference point of the selected page. That's all. All my pages are changed. Or if I like to create a flippable page, for example, inside my document, I switch to Current Page tab, and now I can redefine the size of only this one page. And another great function is the possibility to move objects from a page to another. This is the same method like the normal object duplication, and it's so easy. I'm just drag my object and I pull to the selected page, and after this I'm just click one with my right mouse button and the object is released, is duplicated on my page. Of course, if I like, I can change the color of my object, or I can do everything else with this object. This is same like the original one. The object what I duplicated now is a symbol, a logo, and this logo is attached to my document. You can convince this with this menu, Assets and Symbols Docker. Here you can see the chain icon, and this icon means that this part of the document, but only this logo, not the whole document, is an attached object from the cloud. And this means that I changed this logo inside the document. It will change this in every page. I get the end of today's presentation, but I like to share one last thing with you. Please let me talk about the learning possibilities of Corel. As a trainer, I'll always prefer CoreDRAW as a first vector tool because the approach of this software is different like the competitor's approach. Much easier to learn Corel because it's easier to understand for the students. And now, if it can be, it could be even easier. The new Learning Docker is a catalog of thousands of tutorials and guides. If I like to find something, I'm just searching for it. After the first startup, the software asks about your knowledge, and it makes a profile, and all the results based on this information in this profile. If you like, or if you reach a new level in understanding Corel, you can change these profile settings here. It's easy. Thank you for your attention.